Hello students, today let us discuss the non-living things of our classroom. In our previous video we have discussed about the difference between living and non-living things. I hope the difference between the living and the non-living things are clear to you. Let us move into our today's discussion. That is, we have to find out the non-living things which are there in our classroom. As you can see on the screen, this is Sonia's classroom. A teacher is there and there are so many students like all of you are there. So try to look at the picture, then we will discuss the things which are there in the classroom. So the question is, write the names of the things you can see in the classroom. Basically, we have been asked to write down the names of non-living things because today we will discuss about non-living things. We will not discuss about the living things. So let us see the first one. D dash dash K. So it will be your desk. D E S K, desk. It is a non-living thing. Next one is your CHAIR. It is your chair. Next, as you can see in the classroom, dustbin is there on the right hand side of the teacher. So this one is our dustbin. DUSTBIN, dustbin. Next, it will be your fan, FAN, fan. Next, black. I think you can assume what should be the next word. It will be your board, BOARD. So it becomes blackboard. Next one is our books, BOOKS, books. Next one is our DUSTER, duster. Next is our chalk, CHALK, chalk. Next will be our bag. So all these things are non-living things. Do they breathe? No, they do not breathe. Do they eat? No, they don't eat. Do they move? No, they don't move. Do they grow? No, they don't grow. Do they show their feelings? No, they don't show their feelings. Do they have babies? No, they don't have babies. So these are the points you have to keep it in mind. These are the primary characteristics of our non-living things. That means non-living things do not breathe. Non-living things do not eat or move. Non-living things do not grow or show their feelings. Non-living things do not have babies. I hope it is clear to you. Now let us move into the next one, that is the types of non-living things. There are two types of non-living things. Those are man-made or natural. Man-made is also known as artificial, and the next one is our natural. So now let us look into those items which are man-made non-living things. That means the things which are made by man. Those kind of objects are called man-made non-living thing objects. The non-living things in the picture above are man-made by man. That means again let us come into that picture. Desk, chair, dustbin, fan, blackboard, books, duster, chalk, bag. All these are the items which are made by man. That's why these are the man-made non-living things. These objects are not found in nature. Can we found them in nature? Like duster, chalk, blackboard. These are the things which are not available in our nature. They are man-made non-living things. Right, next is our write the names of three more man-made non-living things. You have to find out three more man-made non-living things. It will be a task for you. Try to look into your surrounding, try to look into your study room or study table, and try to find out some objects, man-made objects, which are non-living. Let me give you a few examples from my surrounding. It can be your pencil. Is is it there? No, it is not there. Pencil. Next, it can be your study table. Next, it can be your pen stand, and there are many other things. It is not compulsory for you to write down these examples only. Look into your surrounding and try to find out some other examples. So I have discussed the man-made non-living things. Now let me move on to the second topic, that is our natural non-living things. Next we have our natural non-living things. We can see many natural non-living things in it. So try to look into the picture properly. There are so many objects you can see here. You can see the houses, then river you can see. You can look at the mountain, you can look at the river, some pebbles or the stones you can see. Here you can see some clouds are there. So there are so many objects. No one should mention about these plants because they are living things. They cannot move. Still, they are living things because they show their feelings. They eat food. They reproduce. These are the things which you will come to know in your higher class. So let us look into the question. Write the names of the three non-living things in the picture. That means you have to mention the natural non-living things. That should be natural. Natural means which we cannot create or manufacture in a factory. Like stone, we cannot manufacture it in a factory. Next, it can be your mountain. Next, it can be your water. So these are the natural non-living things. Can we manufacture water in a factory? No, we cannot. It is a natural thing, and at the same time it is a non-living thing. Mountain we cannot manufacture. It, it, it is a natural thing. Stone we cannot. It is a natural non-living things. So according to the picture I have given you few examples. Try to find out some other examples from your surrounding. So here one supplementary question is there, that can you spot a living thing? That means from this picture you have to find out, you have to spot out a living thing. So which one should be a living thing according to this picture? Your answer should be tree. As I have discussed with you, that tree is a living thing. Trees cannot move, but still it is a living thing. Trees have all the features of the living things, except one exception is there, that is it cannot move only. So the non-living things such as clouds, water and soil are found in nature. They are called natural non-living things. So in this way we have discussed the non-living things and the types of non-living things. In our next class again I will come with some other textbook questions or other internal questions. For that time you practice the features of living things and non-living things. At least 8 features of living and non-living things you should learn. Then the most important question will be your the difference between living and non-living things. Try to practice this one, and in our class I will show you how to write down the difference between the living and the non-living things. For a time being you can follow this process. No need to draw these diagrams. Diagrams are not essential. Simply you have to make a column. One will be your for living, another one for your non-living. Then write down the features of living things. On the other hand, write down the features of non-living things. And at the end you have to write down the examples related to living and non-living things. At the same time, I would like to clarify one thing, that when you will write down the examples of non-living thing, you can write down the examples of natural non-living things or man-made non-living things. That is up to you. There should not be any kind of confusion in your mind. So practice hard. That's all for today. Again, I will come back with a new topic. Thank you.